Hello friends, fellow chefs and enemies. We're back in my kitchen today where I'm going to teach you how to cook saffron yogurt rice with basmati rice. Okay, so basic ingredients. I've already gone and put everything together to save some time and make this video short because your time is very valuable. I'm going to go over what we have. Here we have yogurt. You can use any type of yogurt you like. I like Greek yogurt. This is Greek yogurt with some turmeric and saffron. If you're not familiar with saffron, saffron is an herb you can find online. It's delicious. We have some potatoes cut thin, like I do my crispy rice in my other video. We have put some oil and turmeric on this on the potatoes. That's why they kind of look yellow color, and they gives it good flavor and color. Here we have our basmati rice. This is a non-smoked basmati rice. It's been washed several times and soaked in water for about 10-15 minutes and drained. Of course, we have our chicken. You can use boneless or bone-in chicken. I love bone-in chicken. I think it adds a lot of flavor. So what we've done with this chicken is we've put it in just plain water and boiled it. And we have the broth. So we're gonna save the broth. Nothing goes to waste here, okay? So this is just the chicken broth that the chicken was cooked in. What we wanna make sure is that our chicken broth is at least 2 cups at the end. So let's say if you cook your chicken and you're short 2 cups, just add some water to it. I have about 2.5 cups, maybe a little bit over. We have some ground pepper, sea salt, and of course, some cooking oil. All right, so this is the basic ingredients you need. I'll meet you by my stove where I'm going to put all of these ingredients together and show you how we put this dish together and the end results. Stick around because you're going to be surprised how beautiful this dish looks, and even more so, how great tasting it is. All right, so I'll meet you by the stove. Oh, a point I forgot. Before going to the stove, what we're going to do is we're going to take this yogurt mixture that we have and we're going to add it to our chicken. Now you have to make sure that after cooking the chicken, you let it sit in the refrigerator to cool down. Otherwise, when you add the yogurt to the chicken, it'll curd up, and we don't want that. So this chicken has been cooked in the water and we let it cool down. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our yogurt to our chicken. Now, I don't add all the yogurt, okay? How much yogurt is this? About a cup and a half. As far as the turmeric and the saffron goes, add it to your taste. You know, if you like if you like the taste of saffron, add more. If you don't, add less. So I'm gonna add about 2/3 of the yogurt to the chicken. And again, the chicken is all nice and cooled down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this mixture. We're gonna let the yogurt marinate with the chicken. And then this time for sure, I'll meet you by the stove. Okay, so here we are by the stove. We got our broth rolling pretty good. We're gonna add our salt. This is where the salt comes in. And you can salt it to taste. If you don't want salt, don't put any in there, but I do. And we're gonna add our rice. So we're gonna add our rice. All right, and we are going to let it come to a boil. And we're gonna boil it until the rice is al dente. It's a little soft, okay? And then we'll continue from there. Okay, so as you've seen in my other smoked rice barberries video, making rice, what you want to do as your rice comes to a boil, you want to gently stir it so you don't have the rice clamping up, okay? Not too much, but just make sure that you're not getting balls of rice there. All right, so our rice has cooked for about maybe 5 minutes in the broth that we had. You want to make sure it's semi-soft, which it is perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this rice, all right, and we're going to transfer it to another bowl. Just like that, okay? I'm gonna get all the rice out of here. All right, so we're gonna let this rice cool down a bit, and I'm gonna show you what we do next. All right, so our rice has cooled down for about a minute or two, and this is where the rest of the saffron turmeric yogurt comes in. We're gonna add it to our rice. All right, and we're gonna mix it around. This already smells so delicious. This is an awesome dish. Everybody would enjoy. That's if you like saffron. All right, so that's what we have. We're gonna mix this up pretty good right here. All right, so excellent. So we're gonna let this sit a bit while we do the next step. Here we have a non-stick pan. Okay, you can use shallow pan, deep pan, whatever you like, depending on the amount of rice that you're making. I'm making this for 2 people. The chicken, by the way, you know, I have 2 thighs, a leg, and a breast. And this is perfect for 2 people, and you have leftovers for later, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up our oil, and I'll meet you back and I'll show you how all of this comes together. So here our oil is nice and hot. Again, you can use any type of cooking oil. I like using half vegetable oil, half olive oil, but whatever you like, okay? So we're gonna start with our potatoes. And I'm gonna place them a little bit apart from each other. All right. And you'll see the reason why in just a bit. So this is kind of similar to smoked basmati rice with barberries I make. There's so many different versions of this you can make. That's just makes cooking so much fun. All right, so here we go. All of our potatoes are in there. All right, and the heat is about medium. So we're gonna okay, so next step, what we're going to do is we are going to add our chicken. All right. So here goes our chicken. I'm going to put the thighs meat side down, the bone side up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, you're gonna find that as this yogurt mixture fries in the oil, you're gonna get this nice, crusty, delicious crust. So there you go. Now comes time to actually add our black pepper. This is optional. A little bit of black pepper just to give it flavor. And then we're going to add our rice. We're going to fill all the cracks and crevices. Listen to that sizzle like that. That's what you want. All right, just make sure your rice penetrates. Yeah, baby, my mouth is watering. I don't know about yours. If you want a healthy dish, this is the way to go. All right, so we're gonna squish it down to make sure that the rice penetrates all the way. All right, just like that. I'm gonna turn this down now to about low. I'm gonna take the end of my spoon here. I'm gonna make some little vent holes. Eating foods like this will give you abs like this. All right. So now, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take our paper towel. I'm gonna cover this, just like that. Okay. Now we're gonna let this go. We're gonna trim the sides so it doesn't catch fire. We're gonna let this go on low heat for about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna turn it down just like we did with the basmati rice with barberries in my other video. We're gonna let it go for about half an hour to about 45 minutes. Of course, we're gonna keep checking on it and see how it does, how it smells. The goal is to get a crispy potatoes with the yogurt, the crispy chicken, but then soft, fluffy, flavorful rice, okay? So once this is done, I'm gonna plate it and show you what it looks like. You may wonder why I put this paper towel here. Well, what it does, it makes a better seal around the edges and it keeps the steam inside. So what we're doing is we're cooking fast, high heat with steam. And it makes the basmati rice fluffy and delicious. Of course, this one's not gonna be fluffy because we have the yogurt mixture in there. This is gonna be more like moist rice, as you will see in just a few minutes, all right? Okay. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes that we've had it at low. And this is what low looks like on my stove. Yeah, everybody's might be a little bit different. So now we're gonna turn it down to simmer. Okay, and that's what simmer looks like right there. So we're gonna let this go for about another 20 minutes to half an hour. And we're gonna come back and smell kind of around the pot here and see what it smells like. The idea is not to burn it. The idea is to make it nice and crispy, all right? So I'll check back with you in about 20 minutes to half hour. While we're waiting for the rice to crisp up, this is something you can do. Pet your puppy. Oh, puppy. More. Friends, fellow chefs, and enemies, we are at moment of truth. As you can see, we have our chicken, saffron yogurt, crispy potato chicken. We're gonna flip it on our plate here. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, check this out. So it's been about 50 minutes since we turned it down to low. Look at the crispiness, beauty of this, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut this into little pie-shaped pieces, and we're gonna plate it and show you what it looks like on the plate. As you know, I'm an experimental chef, so this is the first time I'm making this, and perhaps we could have let this not go as long, but it's not that it smells like burnt or anything. Perhaps we could have taken it off the flame a little bit earlier, but check this out. Check what's underneath that beautiful, delicious crust, okay? My goodness, my mouth is watering. We got the chicken, we got the rice, we got the saffron flavor, we got the yogurt. I'm just gonna have to taste this right now. I'll get myself a fork. And, let's do a taste test. Oh my goodness, it's hot, but I can't resist it. You have to try this. This is just incredible. All right, my friends. I hope this recipe is going to bring your family closer together. Please, always stay humble and kind and try to be the change you want to see in the world. Together, we can make this world a better place. God bless you, and check out my next video. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Take care.